So this is how you install the Monorim to your Xiaomi M365. It's either Pro or non-Pro. So this is how you install it. This is the Monorim, and you have to unscrew your handlebar, which has 3 major screws, which are here, the left side, and somewhere near in the middle. Hold on. So one of the screw is here, and you have to remove it using this, I think it's an Allen wrench 4mm screwdriver. I don't know how you call this, but you have to remove that 3 screws, which are this. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to remove this because it has thread lock here. As you can see, the blue plastic, it's the thread locker. So you have to remove it very, very carefully because it's a bit tight. So when you remove this, you have to remove the fork. Yeah. This is the fork that you have to remove. One way to do it is you have to remove first the motor, and it has also a thread lock nut, so it's a bit difficult, but you have to use an 18, what do you call this, wrench. I also use an 18, I don't know how do you call this, is it a crown? Yeah, but this one, it would fit really, really well on the screw like this. So there's no way that this nut can be destroyed or become round, so the thread would not be destroyed. But use this instead. And for the one that has the what do you call this, the wire, use a wrench. Okay, so as you remove it, you just have to pull the fork. It also has a very, very tiny screw there. It's just a bit small, like this one, and it's just, I used a 2.5mm Allen wrench, and as soon as it is removed, just pull the fork, and there you have to install the Monorim. Okay, how do you install the Monorim? At first, you have to remove this portion. You have to remove this. Let me put it down. You have to remove this. There's a screw. Okay, but as soon as you remove the screw, you can remove this bolt. I don't know how do you call it. I just call it a bolt. But as soon as you remove this, there, you see, it's a bit long, but as soon as you remove it, don't lose those washers, because you really, really need this, and it's a bit difficult to find a replacement. So as soon as you remove it, you remove this one, this part there, and when this metal is free, you can now push it in to the fork. Okay, I will use the stock bearing. It is better compared to the one that comes pre-installed with the Monorim. This one is a bit higher quality. Whenever you remove a bearing, any metal that is moving in your motor or in your scooter, try to clean it using gasoline or anything that can dissolve the metal and the previous grease. And as soon as it is cleaned, put another grease. I used the hard type, this one. Hold, wait. Yeah. Hello. Hello. So use this multi-purpose grease. It's a heavy-duty grease. It's a bit. It's color red. So use that for your bearings, so it can glide smoothly on your on this portion of the scooter. Let's put it back together. Okay. Another point. Sorry that it is a bit in disarray. This spring has no fork oil when I bought it, and it's a bit tight, and the spring is working, so you have to put fork oil. Wait, I just put it here. You can buy it in any store. This is unbranded, but you can also use a lubricant like the Loctite that I always. This one, Loctite multi-purpose maintenance lube. You can use this on your spring, so it will work correctly and as intended. Because as you can see, the spring. This is the spring, but there is a what do you call that? I forgot what you call this in English. Hold on. But it's a contraption where there is a vacuum chamber inside. So every time the spring is loaded, there is a vacuum inside that helps in absorbing the shocks. But if there is no lubricant or there is no grease inside, the plastic cap will scratch the metal. So you need at least an oil, fork oil, or that one, the lubricant. So before you install it, put a little grease or spray that portion, this one. Okay. So as you put the monorim inside your stock handlebar, the only difficult screw is this one, that one, this one. It's a bit difficult to put because of the grease that was previously in the monorim. So you just have to ensure that the screw will fit in with the bearings. Hold on. So when it's locked inside, you just need to put the screw, and that will secure the monorim in the handlebar. So when it is installed, you don't need to lock it too tightly so that it can still move around when there's a bump in the road. This screw and the bottom screw should not be very tight. It's a bit loose, just enough that it won't be removed, and it can still move around. After you put back the handlebar, make sure that it is in the middle. As you can see, if it's not put in the center, this can be wobbly during your ride, and it's very dangerous. So make sure that it is in the middle part there. As you can see, this part and this part should be aligned. If it is not, it will be very wobbly when you are riding, especially in a highway. Okay. The thread locker, medium strength, so removable. You just put just a drop, probably two to three drops on your screw. 3 before placing it back into the column. This will ensure that it won't move while you are on the road. Because this is the very important screws of this whole scooter. Because if this is this too is loose, the handlebar might shake off, and it's very dangerous, especially if you're going downhill. The screw here at the top part, this will hold the wheel and the monorim. So if it's a bit loose, there's a tendency that it might get lost as well, and you will lose your balance. As soon as everything is installed, actually this is just the difficult portion of the monorim. Everything else is just easy. You just need to put back the wheels, and you have, oh, that's my feet, sorry. You have to remove the fender from here, which is there. There's a screw there. I don't know if you can see, there are a lot of mud stuck on it. You just need to put it here under the black part here. This one, there's a screw here. This is where you screw the fender, and that's it. You just need to put back the wheels on its original position. Now it's up to you if you want to return these covers. Otherwise, it is just cosmetics and can be disregarded. But it's up to you. I will return it back. The other things that is worth mentioning is that you need, if the spring is too tight, you just need to loosen this up until it reaches probably here at the top portion of this spring. Otherwise, if it's too soft, or you need to get a little bit tighter ride, you just need to tighten up the screw downward, probably here, and it will stop because it's a bit the spring is a bit tight already. Also, you have to adjust your stand. You need a 3D spacer here so that the stand can stand. Because the monorim will make it a bit higher, the front portion, so there are times that it will fall down if you don't have a spacer on your stand. So those are the things that you need to remember when you are installing the monorim to your Xiaomi 365. And I think that's it. I have to end the video there, and that's how you install it. The wheel is a bit easy. Just do it the way how you uninstall it. And the fender, if you have a smaller, because the one pre-installed is this, it's a bit long for the fender. I hope you can see it. What you need is a bit smaller, probably here, just this long. So you need to find a screw that has that length. You can buy it on a nut and bolt shop. We have here in the Philippines a lot. So if your area doesn't have this, you can it's a bit drastic. You can use a saw and remove a bit this long, yeah, or you can salvage screw from your handlebar, which is smaller compared to the one that came with monorim. So I think that's it. I hope you got something from this video, and see you in the next one. And I'm sorry that I don't wear any shirt right now. So that is how you install the monorim to your Xiaomi 365. Bye. See you in the next video.